James David Rodríguez Rubio, Spanish pronunciation, A. Exames Roa degree E3/4 E8 Born July 12, 1991, usually known as James Rodríguez or simply James, HAHM is a Colombian footballer who plays for Ligue 1 club AS Monaco and the Colombian national team. Played either on the wing or in an attacking midfield role, Rodríguez is commonly ranked as one of the best young players in the world. He has received praise for his technique, vision and playmaking skills, and has been referred to as the successor to his compatriot Carlos Valderrama. His emergence in the Colombian national football team started with the U20 national team, where he was captain of the 2011 Toulon tournament-winning side. He eventually captained the U20 team during the 2011 FIFA U20 World Cup, which eventually led him to become a regular on the senior squad by age 20. He was selected to play in the 2014 FIFA World Cup. At club level, Rodríguez starred for Porto in 2012 and was named the best player in the Portuguese Primeira Liga, receiving the Portuguese Golden Ball, and becoming the youngest player to receive the award. In 2013, Rodríguez moved from Porto to Monaco for a transfer fee of $45 million, making him the second most expensive Colombian in history after Radamel Falcao, and one of the most expensive players in world football history. Career: Envigado FC, born in Cúcuta, James is native of the city of Ibagué. Copyright, where he spent his childhood. He was born to Wilson James Rodríguez Bedolla and Maria del Pilar Rubio. Rodríguez started his professional football career in 2006 at the time of his Colombian second division club Envigado FC, with whom he made the 2007 ascent. Club Atlético Banfield, 2008. In 2008, he was signed by Argentine team Club Atlético Banfield, where he made his first team debut on February 7, 2009. He scored his first goal for the club on February 27 with a long-range strike in a 3-1 victory over Rosario Central, 2009. In 2009, he became a regular first-team player featuring in every game of the Apertura 2009. At only 17, this made him the youngest foreigner to score a goal in Argentina. His second goal for Banfield came on September 26 when he scored with a strike into the top corner from outside of the area in an important 2-1 against Newell's Old Boys, a win which helped Banfield to win the Argentine Championship for the first time in the history of the club. In December 2009, Italian club Udinese planned to make a bid for Rodríguez for a reported $5 million following the end of the 2010 Copa Libertadores. However, Banfield rejected the bid as the price was insufficient. For the Clausura 2010, February 13, 2010, Rodríguez scored a golazo in the match against arch-rivals Lanús with a left-footed lob to make the game 2-0 in the final minutes. After the game, Daily Sports website Diario Ola copyright likened his playing and personal style to Cristiano Ronaldo and also nicknamed him the James Bond of Banfield. 2010, Rodríguez added to his glowing reputation with a goal in the Copa Libertadores group game on February 17, 2010, in a demolition of Deportivo Cuenca away from home. He scored the fourth goal of the game with a nice cool finish in the area on his left foot. Banfield thrashed them 4-1. His wonderful scoring season continued with a brace in the Copa Libertadores group game on March 10, 2010, in an away match with Uruguayan giants Club Nacional de Football. Rodríguez scored once with a diving header and again from the penalty spot on his right foot in the game which ended 2-2. The 18-year-old netted another goal on April 29, 2010, in the second-round match of Copa Libertadores 2010 in the first match versus Brazilian giants Internacional which Banfield won 3-1. Bringing his tally to 5 goals in 7 games, but the international season ended in defeat as his team went down on away goals, losing 2-0 in Porto Alegre in a game which Rodríguez was also red-carded for 2 fouls. Porto, 2010 11 season. On July 6, 2010, Rodríguez was signed by FC Porto for a $5.1 million, with 30% economic rights retained by other parties. He signed a 4-year contract with a 30M release clause. Porto later resold 10% economic rights to third parties. On July 18, He played his first game and scored his first goal in a friendly against Ajax. In November, Porto sold 35% economic rights, half of 70% to Gol Football Luxembourg, SARL, for a €2.5 million. On December 15, 2010, Rodríguez scored his first goal in European football in a 3-1 home victory for Porto against CSKA Sofia. Rodríguez also scored a hat-trick in 2011 tour section at a Portugal final against Vita Clube Rio de Guimarães in a 6-2 win of Porto, while also assisting a goal in the same game. On May 17, Porto bought the remaining 30% economic rights from Convergence Capital Partners BV for a $2,250,000, made Porto once again held more than half of the economic rights of 55%. On June 13, he signed a new 5-year contract and the release clause had increased to a $45 million. In just 24 appearances, he scored 6 goals and 8 assists, also playing a part in the Europa League victory. 2011 Euro 12 season. In the 2011 Euro 12 season, Rodríguez scored 14 goals for Porto and delivered 11 assists. In 2011, Rodríguez won the LPFP award for Breakthrough Player of 2011 Euro 12 Primera Liga season at age 20, becoming the first Colombian player to do so. He is a 2-time winner of the SJPF Player of the Month. Rodríguez won the Portuguese Golden Ball Award in 2012, becoming the second Colombian after Radamel Falcao to win the award, as well as being the youngest player ever to hold the honor. 2012 Euro 13 season. In the 2012 Euro 13 season, Rodríguez was given the number 10 shirt and became a regular starter. As fellow Colombians Radamel Falcao, Freddy Guarín and Brazilian Hulk left the club within the last 2 seasons, Rodríguez was able to start more matches than previously. In a match against Olhanense, Rodríguez chipped a goal outside the box at a tight angle. In the same game, he assisted compatriot Jackson Martinez with a through ball to an eventual 3-2 win. Rodríguez scored another goal against Beira-Mar, not before assisting the first 2 goals, ending in a 4-0 victory. Rodríguez assisted a goal with a free-kick rebound in an away game against Rio Avenue, that eventually ended a 2-2. In the 2012 Euro 13 UEFA Champions League group stage, he scored against French club Paris Saint-Germain in a 1-0 victory, allowing Porto to top their current group. A few days later, Rodríguez scored a penalty against rivals Sporting Camp. In just the first month of the 2012 Euro 13 season, Rodríguez had won the SJPF Player of the Month award. In the third round of the group stage during the 2012 Euro 13 Champions League, he assisted a goal to an eventual 3-2 victory. James assisted another goal against Estoril in a 2-1 victory. In a 5-0 win over Maritimo, Rodríguez scored twice. Rodríguez scored another goal, this time, against Académica Coimbra. In the Champions League match against Dinamo Zagreb. In the 90th minute against Sporting Braga, Rodríguez scored a game-winning goal that ended 2-0. Against Mariaense, he assisted a goal from the corner to fellow countryman Jackson Martinez. Prior to the opening of the second half of the season, Rodríguez suffered a hamstring injury causing him to struggle in maintaining fitness. This led him to being subbed after the first half in a match against CD Nacional where he injured his hamstring once more, resulting in him being out for 1 month. On February 1, 2013, Porto also bought back 30% economic rights of Rodríguez from Gol Football Luxembourg for $8.57 million, by selling 47.5% economic rights of Diego Antonio Reis for a $3.5 million, which Porto sold 35% of Rodríguez in November 2010 to Gol Football for a $2.5 million. Rodríguez made his return after being subbed in at the 70th minute of a 2-0 victory over Beira-Mar. His first match after being injured for more than a month. In the first leg of the Champions League round of 32 against Malaga, Rodríguez was subbed on in the 60th minute. Despite not changing the 1-0 victory score, Rodríguez became a big game-changing factor in Porto's attack despite his current fitness. On his second league match since his return, Rodríguez assisted a goal with a wonderful cross against Rio Avenue. Soon afterwards in his next league match, he assisted a goal against Estoril from a corner in a 2-0 victory. It was Rodríguez's first start in 2 months. Rodríguez did not get to start in the second leg of the Champions League match against Málaga until the second half, where Porto were then down to 10 men after a red card by a defender. Porto lost the match later and Vitor Pereira was greatly criticised and questioned on why he didn't start sooner, considering that he was an important key member where Porto could have a more solid team. Rodríguez expressed his disappointment, claiming to be 100% in fitness, as well as giving a performance with no struggles shown. However, he also expressed his respect and understanding for the coach's concern. Despite an exit in the Champions League, Rodríguez went on to become the second most fouled player in the tournament of the 2012 Euro 13 season. Rodríguez scored a goal in a 1-1 tie against Maritimo. Manchester United reportedly made a bid for €30 million to purchase Rodríguez, but it was rejected by Porto for the offer was considered too low. Rodríguez made his 2012 Euro 13 edition debut for the 2012 Euro 13 Tour section da Liga, where he scored a penalty in the semi-finals. Porto won the match for Euro and advanced to the finals. Rodríguez gave a man-of-the-match performance against Sporting Braga, scoring the first goal, and assisting two, one from the field and one from the corner in a 3-1 victory. Rodríguez assisted one of the goals in a 2-0 victory over Vitória Rio de Setúbal. Rodríguez scored the opening goal in a 3-1 victory over CD Nacional. In the final match of the season against Por Section Os de Ferreira, Rodríguez helped assure that Porto would win its third consecutive league title after being tripped inside the box and securing a penalty that was later scored, thus providing the assist. He finished the season scoring 10 goals and providing 13 assists in 24 league appearances. In general, he scored 13 goals and provided 15 assists within 32 appearances in all competitions for Porto of the 2012 Euro 13 season. Winning the league title meant that Rodríguez won his 8th trophy since joining Porto in 2009, just after 3 seasons spent in Europe and at only 21 years of age. Monaco. On May 24, 2013, it was announced that Rodríguez had joined French side AS Monaco for a transfer fee of €45 million, thus making it the second most expensive transfer in Portuguese football, behind former teammate Hulk. He signed a 5-year contract keeping him at the club until 2018. This made him not only one of the most expensive transfers in the club's history, but in Ligue 1 history as well, along as the one of the highest in world football. 2013 Euro 14 season, Rodríguez made his Ligue 1 debut against Bordeaux, a game Monaco went on to win 2-0. He then missed Monaco's second league match to avoid a possible injury. Rodríguez finally made his first direct contribution for Monaco as he assisted the first goal in a 3-0 victory against Bastia, while setting up plays for the other 2 goals. Against Saint-Étienne in the following week, Rodríguez continued on with his playmaking form, giving a man-of-the-match performance where he assisted both goals in a 2-1 victory. Following the international break, Rodríguez assisted the first goal in a 2-2 draw against Sokol. Rodríguez assisted the only goal for Monaco in a 1-1 draw against Attribution. Rodríguez finally scored his first goal for the club with a free kick in a 2-0 win over Rennes. Rodríguez scored another goal in the next match within the 4th minute against Nice, where Monaco won 3-0. Against Guingamp, Rodríguez assisted both goals in a 0-2 victory. Rodríguez scored a goal against Valenciennes to put Monaco on the scoresheet, but Monaco lost 1-2. Rodríguez started 2014 by making his Coupe de France debut in a match against Vannes, where he both assisted and scored a goal in a 2-3 victory. For his first league match of 2014, James assisted a goal against Montpellier. Against Toulouse, Rodríguez provided an assist for the second goal and a 0-2 away victory with a cross. James' first double at Monaco came in the match against Bastia, where his goals won the game 2-0. Within the final seconds against Reims, James hit a shot that hit the post and allowed Layvin Cazorla to score the rebound, allowing Monaco to win the game 3-2. In French media, Rodríguez was referred to as perhaps the best footballer in Ligue 1 due to his impressive debut with Monaco, although he stated that he still requires more time in the league. Following the international break, Rodríguez scored his first penalty for Monaco against Sokol in a 2-1 win. Rodríguez ended his debut season without a trophy, but managed to help Monaco secure a spot in the following season's UEFA Champions League, and earn a place in the Star Ligue 1 11, as well as becoming the assist leader in Ligue 1. International career, youth. In 2007, Rodríguez was part of the Colombia U17 team that finished runners-up in the 2007 South American Under-17 Championships, where he scored 3 goals. He also played a part helping Colombia advance to the knockout stages during the 2007 FIFA U17 World Cup, where they eventually lost to the winners of the tournament, Nigeria. He was also part of the Colombia Under-20 squad in 3 youth tournaments during 2011, the Toulon Tournament, the South American U20 Championship and the U20 World Cup that was held in his homeland Colombia. Rodríguez scored 2 goals and provided 3 assists during the 2011 Toulon Tournament. This led him to being voted as the MVP of the tournament, where Colombia won in the finals against France in a penalty shootout. Rodríguez scored one of the penalties that allowed Colombia to win the tournament. During the 2011 South American U20 Championship, he provided 3 assists throughout the tournament. During the 2011 U20 World Cup, he was named captain of the U20 squad due to his impressive leadership role and talented experience during his time in his club FC Porto. During the Cup, he scored 3 goals and provided 3 assists and gained international attention as a promising aspect that eventually led many to consider him to be a crucial key member of the Colombian senior squad. Despite Colombia losing in the quarter-finals against Mexico, Rodríguez gained attention from many big clubs in Europe, and received praise from Manchester United coach Alex Ferguson. Senior, 2014 World Cup qualification and friendlies. On September 29, 2011, Rodríguez received his first call-up to the Colombian senior side, for a match scheduled to be played against Bolivia on October 11, 2011. He was selected as the man of match, having made an impressive performance including the initiation of the goal scored in the last minute by his former Porto teammate Radamel Falcao, which allowed a 1-2 win for Colombia. Under the new management of Jose Kerman, he played a crucial part in setting up both goals in a 2-0 victory over Mexico. He scored his first goal for Colombia against Peru. Colombia went on to win the match, boosting its place in the World Cup qualifying table from 6th to 5th. In the World Cup qualifying match against Uruguay, Rodríguez assisted 2 goals in a row from a 1-0 winning start, to a 3-0 winning game that eventually ended 4-0. Rodríguez scored a stunning goal from a 30-yard free kick against Chile, leveling the game to an eventual 3-1 away victory, boosting Colombia to a second-place position in the qualifying stages. In the match against Paraguay, Rodríguez set up the plays leading towards both goals in a 2-0 victory. In Colombia's last international friendly of the year, Rodríguez assisted the sole goal, allowing Colombia to tie with 2014 World Cup hosts Brazil 1-1. Rodríguez played his first match of 2013 in the opening second half of the CONMEBOL qualifiers against Bolivia, where he gave a man-of-the-match performance. He helped set up the second goal thanks to a free kick that he took. The game ended to an eventual 5-0 victory. Playing against South American leaders Argentina, Rodríguez suffered an injury in the 30th minute, forcing him to be substituted. While the injury was not serious, Rodríguez was rested, where he missed the game against Peru days later. James made a good comeback where he scored the winning goal in a 1-0 victory over Ecuador during the final stages of the World Cup qualifiers. In a tough match against Chile, Rodríguez drew both penalties that equalized Colombia from a 1-3 and into a 3-3. This allowed Colombia to return to the World Cup for the first time in 16 years. Days later, Rodríguez provided the assist for the first goal with a free kick while setting up the second in a 1-2 away victory over Paraguay. Rodríguez continued on his playmaking form by assisting the first goal and setting up the second against Belgium in a 2-0 victory. He was later voted man of the match. A few days later, Rodríguez was praised once more as a man of the match in a 0-0 draw against the Netherlands. Rodríguez started in Colombia's opening 2014 by scoring his first penalty against Tunisia in a 1-1 draw. In the last friendly before the World Cup, Rodríguez scored yet another penalty against Senegal in a 3-0 victory. 2014 World Cup. On June 2, 2014, Rodríguez was named in Colombia's 23-man squad for the 2014 FIFA World Cup and assigned the number 10 shirt. In the team's opening match of the tournament, Rodríguez had set up the first two goals and scored a last-minute goal with a low shot to seal a 3-0 victory over Greece and was named man of the match by FIFA. In the second match, Rodríguez continued on his form by scoring with a header and setting up a second goal for Juan Fernando Quintero in a 2-1 victory over Ivory Coast. He was once again elected as man of the match. In the final group stage match against Japan, Rodríguez came on as a second-half substitute and assisted two Jackson Martinez goals before scoring the final goal in a 4-1 victory. At the end of the group stage, Rodríguez was ranked as the best-performing player at the tournament by FIFA. On June 28, Rodríguez scored both goals to defeat Uruguay 2-0 at the Estadio do Maracanã in the round of 16, taking Colombia to its first-ever World Cup quarter-final. These goals made him the first player to score in all of his team's opening matches since Ronaldo and Rivaldo in 2002, and also made him the highest scorer at the 2014 tournament with 5 goals. His volleyed opening goal was described as one of the greatest goals the World Cup has ever seen by opposition manager Oscar Tabarez, who also called Rodríguez the best player in the World Cup. For his performance against the Uruguayans, Rodríguez was named by FIFA as man of the match for the third time in 4 matches. In the quarter-final against Brazil, he scored his 6th goal of the tournament in Colombia's 2-1 defeat. A tearful Rodríguez was consoled by David Luiz and stated, David, told me I was a good player. The truth is that having so many superstars hugging me did make me happy. We have to raise our heads now and thank Colombia for their support. We are sad because we want to keep going and set new records. We gave everything to reach the semi-final, but we have to be proud because we played a great side. We fulfilled all the dreams we had. It's a shame we have to go. I'm crying because we gave everything. Unfortunately, the referee didn't help much. Brazil is a good team but we gave everything so we are calm. We wanted to carry on, but we hold our heads high. Thank you Colombia, because you always had faith. Unfortunately we stop here, but we wanted to carry on. We're sad but we also have to feel proud because we left our skin out there. James received a standing ovation from the home crowd, ending his first World Cup campaign with 6 goals and 2 assists in 5 matches. Style of play. Widely considered to be one of the best young talents in the world, Rodríguez can play in several positions, midfield, striker or winger. Rodríguez adapts a playmaker role in both club and national teams. He has expressed gratitude to be praised by his hero Valderrama, and stated, "It's an honor to be considered the heir to El Pibe at my age." Personal life. Rodríguez has been married to Daniela Ospina, sister of David Ospina, since 2011, and has a daughter named Salome, born on May 29, 2013. Rodríguez is a Christian. Career statistics, club, as of May 7, 2014. International goals, honors, club, Envigado, Primera B Colombia, 1, Primera B 2007, Banfield, Primera División Cubed en Argentina, 1, Apertura 2009, Porto, Primera Liga, 3, 2010 a Euro 11, 2011 a Euro 12, 2012 a Euro 13, Tour Section de Portugal, 1, 2010 a Euro 11, Supertour Section Car Sendido de Oliveira, 3, 2010, 2011, 2012, UEFA Europa League, 1, 2010 a Euro 11, International, Colombia, Toulon Tournament, 2011, Individual, Tour Section de Portugal Final Man of the Match, 1, 2011, LPFP. Primeira Liga Breakthrough Player of the Year, 2011 a Euro 12, SJPF Player of the Month, August 2012, September 2012, Record Team of the Year, 2, 2012, 2013, Ojogo Team of the Year, 2, 2012, 2013, Portuguese Golden Ball, 2012, Ligue 1 Assist Leader, 1, 2013-14, UNFP Ligue 1 11, 1, 2013-14, AS Monaco Player of the Year, 1, 2013-14, 3 times Man of the Match of 2014 FIFA World Cup, references. External links, Spanish, BDFA Profile, Spanish, Argentine Primera Statistics.